Hello everyone, welcome to my video. Today I explain Asia's 7 countries with the most illegal immigrants in the US. 7 Asian countries with the most illegal immigrants in the US in 2025. Illegal immigration is one of the toughest problems the United States faces in 2025. While many immigrants enter the US through legal ways, like work, student, or tourist visas, a growing number stay beyond their allowed time or enter without permission. This issue is becoming more noticeable with people coming from Asian countries. Asia is a huge continent with many different countries, each with its own reasons why people leave and try to build a new life in the US. Some escape war or danger, others look for better jobs, and some simply get stuck because the legal immigration system is slow and complicated. Today, we will explore the 7 Asian countries that have the largest groups of undocumented immigrants living in America. We will look at the reasons behind this, the problems it causes, and what might happen next. Let's get started. Number 7. Afghanistan. Afghanistan ranks 7th among Asian countries with the most illegal immigrants in the US. Since the Taliban returned to power in 2021, Afghanistan has been caught in violence, poverty, and crisis. Many Afghans fled the country seeking safety. Some came to the US with refugee visas or under humanitarian parole programs. Others entered on tourist or student visas, but those protections were often temporary. When they expired, many Afghans stayed, fearing the dangers back home. The problem is that sending Afghans back is very hard. The Afghan government does not cooperate well with the US, and records are often lost or incomplete. This makes it difficult for the US to confirm who people are and safely return them. Many Afghans find themselves stuck. They cannot stay legally, but they also cannot be sent home. This situation raises important questions. How can the US protect national security while also caring for people escaping war? Should those who overstayed be allowed to stay because of the crisis back home? Many Afghans work in important jobs like farming, transport, and food services. They contribute quietly to American communities, even while their futures are uncertain. Afghanistan remains a key source of undocumented immigrants from Asia. Number 6. China. China holds the 6th position on this list. Many Chinese enter the US legally, as students, tech workers, or tourists. But a large number overstay their visas, staying longer than allowed. Why do they stay? Because leaving can mean risking never getting back in. With rising tensions between the US and China, visa rules are tighter, and applications face more scrutiny. This makes it hard for many Chinese to renew visas or get permanent residency. The US government also faces challenges deporting Chinese nationals. China is often slow to accept returnees, which leaves many in legal limbo. This situation leads to questions. Why do so many Chinese choose to stay illegally despite the risks? How do political tensions affect these immigration patterns? Many undocumented Chinese work in skilled fields like technology, science, and finance. However, without legal status, they live quietly, often fearing arrest or abuse. Some critics say that harsh immigration rules may make the problem worse. Still, Chinese immigrants play a big role in education, business, and innovation in the US. The challenge is how future policies can balance diplomacy, security, and fairness. Number 5. Nepal. Nepal ranks 5th for undocumented immigrants in America. Most Nepali immigrants arrive legally, with hopes to study or work. But when permanent legal options take too long or just don't exist, many end up overstaying their visas. Back home, poverty, and honestly, just a lack of jobs push many to seek a better life abroad. In the United States, becoming a legal resident is really difficult and slow. As a result, a lot of people remain undocumented, often invisible to society. Another issue is that Nepal is, pretty slow to respond to US requests to take back deportees. This leaves cases open for years. This situation raises questions. Why do so many choose to live without legal status instead of returning home? And how does slow deportation cooperation affect US immigration control? Many Nepali immigrants work in restaurants, cleaning, or caregiving jobs. They contribute quietly but live with little protection. There are also dangers of human trafficking. Some migrants pay smugglers or take unsafe routes to enter the US, risking abuse. These challenges make the immigration issue even more complex. Number 4. Bangladesh. Bangladesh comes in 4th on the list. Thousands of Bangladeshis enter the US each year with legal visas for work, study, or travel. But many remain after their visas expire because the immigration process to get permanent residency is slow and difficult. The U.S. has a backlog of immigration cases, which means people wait years with no clear answer. Returning home often means facing poverty. Adding to the problem, Bangladesh is often slow or reluctant to accept deportees. This means many undocumented Bangladeshis stay in the U.S. for a long time. Important questions include, why does Bangladesh delay accepting its own citizens? And how do long overstays affect immigrant families and law enforcement? Many undocumented Bangladeshis work in food service, construction, and cleaning. They often have low wages and limited access to healthcare or housing support. There are also worries about visa fraud. Some try to get in with fake papers or through scams, leading to stricter checks. Bangladeshi immigrants still support families back home by sending money, but they also live with constant fear of detention. Number 3, Pakistan. Pakistan is the third largest source of undocumented Asian immigrants in the U.S. Many Pakistanis come to the U.S. legally for study, work, or family reasons. But legal pathways to stay permanently are often blocked or just too slow. When their visas expire, many remain in the country without legal status. Pakistan has been criticized for slow or poor cooperation with the U.S. on deportations, leading to a growing undocumented population. This raises key questions. How do concerns about national security affect visa policies for Pakistanis? What risks do overstayers face in such a sensitive environment? Many undocumented Pakistanis avoid government contact, fearing suspicion or arrest. Yet they often run small businesses, drive trucks, or work service jobs, quietly supporting the economy. While there are concerns about extremist links, most Pakistani immigrants just want better lives for their families. Number 2, the Philippines. The Philippines has the second highest number of undocumented immigrants from Asia in the United States. Many Filipinos arrive on temporary work or tourist visas, but, they end up staying longer than allowed. Why? Because returning home can mean losing the income that supports their families. The Philippines actually has one of the world's biggest overseas worker populations, and the United States is a top destination for them. The problem is the immigration backlog. Getting a green card or permanent residency can take years, sometimes even decades. For many, staying illegally is the only way to keep working and sending money home. The Philippine government's cooperation on deportations is also, inconsistent. Sometimes they delay accepting deportees, which really puts more pressure on U.S. officials. This makes us ask, is the U.S. immigration system forcing people to break the law because it's just too hard to get legal status? And how do families cope when they're caught between two countries? Filipino immigrants are vital in nursing, caregiving, and construction. But many live in the shadows, unable to access basic services or protections. Number 1 is India. At number 1 is India, the largest source of undocumented Asian immigrants in the United States in 2025. Thousands of Indians come each year on skilled worker visas like the H-1B, especially in tech, healthcare, and engineering. The biggest challenge? Green card backlogs. Because of country limits, Indian immigrants can wait for decades to get permanent residency, even when highly qualified. This leaves them with a tough choice: return home and give up their careers, or stay illegally and risk deportation. India has also been accused of not cooperating fully with the United States on deportations, making enforcement harder. So we must ask, is the immigration system broken if even the most skilled workers can't stay legally? What does this mean? And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching this deep look into Asian immigration in 2025, where the numbers are growing, but solutions remain out of reach. Thank you for being with us and watching the video. Be sure to like, comment, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel and press the notification bell icon.